Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Down, 30 base.
Here's a handoff to begin the drive to Morris. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, could be a
first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Marino. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup. On first down, Morris. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Marino. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darius Leonard has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? But if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
Marino will throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. They'll run on first down. Forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Trubisky. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
The Colts send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Fielded just inside the 30. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Marino. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. On first down, Moore. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Moore. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
On 3rd down, Moore. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a first down following a gain of 3. They'll run on first down. It's Moore. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On the ground, it's James. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Trubisky. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now it's Morris. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kick. And send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On second down, it's Moore. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. The Colts on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
He's checking. Crash. 22 jet bomber. Hey, 18.
Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. Throwing left side, it's complete. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's got Harrison left side complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one for Indianapolis resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete here.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Alert.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. He's going to let this go for the end. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he is all the way up past the 25.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Hey, echo.
To throw is Marino. Going deep for Diggs. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
On 1st down, Moore. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down now. It's Moore. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Now Trubisky lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. He's at the 50. The 30. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 18. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. An NFL update there in the second quarter in Baltimore. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Now they try the right side here. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Dolphin first down.
Ready, ready. 58. Hey, Haywood. Get it.
On 1st and 10, it's Marino. Oh, eluding the tackle. Gets this one to Morris. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Morris. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, able to avoid him. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained. maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
On 3rd down, Marino. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Now Trubisky lost the football, and this is picked up by the Dolphins, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time.